I think the boundaries sometimes, and especially, it'd be nice if some of the boundaries, there's a specific order of the day that the ICC, we're going to play this rule, we're going to play that rule. Let us make it a rule that the boundaries should be of a particular size, because too many times, and I think sometimes it makes it look like a benefit game when you have balls just flying all over the place, and especially when batsmen would have made the mistake for them to be out for some reason, it still goes for six. And I think it's a little unfair on the bowler's behalf that they should be given an equal opportunity as well, especially when a guy makes a mistakes or miscue or hook or whatever, that at least if it still goes over the boundary at 80, 75 yards, 80 yards, well, good in a sense. But at the end of the day, I do not think when you have 60 and 65 yards boundaries, it does constitute that it's fair enough for the guys who are bowling as well. It may affect a few, but if I can draw on the fact that you have your captain here, Virat Kohli, he has made full use of all versions and have been successful. We look at A.V. de Villiers, who would have done pretty well. So which means it's about maybe making that adjustment and making it as quickly as possible. You look at maybe a David Warner, who would be in that same category. So it can be achieved where you can still be a multiple player in all these various competitions and yet still be successful. What I can say never. All things are possible when you're competing. You know, should never ever say never. All things. Who would ever felt that West Indies would have drawn that second match in Savannah Park? So, there were guys who I knew were sitting with us at the time, and everyone felt, wow, by lunchtime tomorrow everything is over, blah, 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 blah. But it goes to show you, as you talk, it's amazing. When we doubt things, it's amazing the things that can be turned up. And I guess that was another occasion where we should never ever say never. So it's not ever beyond a talented individual as Virat Kohli for him to accomplish such feat, or even more for that matter. We do have some substance here. It hadn't quite clicked as well in terms of where we would like to be, I guess. Caribbean supporters, sometimes maybe because of the success we would have had in the past, and maybe the decline that we would have seen at test match level, because one's got to remember that we are the T20 world champions at 3 levels in that sense. So let's not forget that. I think the things that we may be struggling with at present is the fact that we haven't quite played as well in the 50-50 stuff, and also the test matches. But I do believe we have the substance in terms of the players if we do make the necessary progress in order to help to turn West Indies cricket around. It's up to the young players who I believe, and just judging from maybe the last few test matches that I was seeing them play and the situation that they were in at the time, fighting back in Jamaica, all that does give you hope for what can be achieved in future. And if we can find individuals who thoroughly believes in the product which they are representing, I do believe that we can turn the corner. It won't be too long, I hope, but certainly all the credentials, all the things are in place for us to accomplish that. Well, it's not, nothing lasts forever. And one's got to realize that we had a great period. I believe now that we see the young Azari, the young Cummins, and I guess there's so many other young guys who are out there who are just waiting to be given an opportunity. And I guess with the right sort of guidance, we'll be back again. You know, we'll have individuals, you know, who wants to play for their country, individuals who wants to represent West Indies and represent all parts of the region well. And when we can find that common belief that we are good enough to accomplish that, I think we'll be there again. Maybe it's taken a little longer than we expected, but time time will tell. I guess we'll have to see exactly how the future holds.